Whey family, we're going to sharpen the axe today on protein. Protein. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now we're going to be talking about how to get enough protein. Are you getting enough protein? What types of protein there are and what to look for when buying protein. Sorry if you hear my kids yelling, they're in the background downstairs going crazy. So starting things off, okay, are you getting enough protein? I highly fucking doubt it, especially if you're brand new in your fitness journey. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you're not getting enough protein. And a number one test you can test this is when you wake up tomorrow and you have breakfast, have no carbs. Have no carbs, have no fats, just focus on protein for breakfast. And I guarantee you, you're gonna be hungry as fuck after that meal. Why? Because you're not getting enough protein. And why is protein so important? Protein is so important for a transformation or any type, whether you're looking for fat loss, whether you're looking for muscle growth, protein is key. Why? Because everything takes protein. Okay, you cannot live without protein. You just can't. You cannot live without protein. Protein makes the organs function. Protein makes the brain function. Protein makes your muscles move. Protein boosts your metabolism. Protein builds muscle. All the above. Now, how can you get enough protein? Add more, okay? Like, my biggest question is, what should I do for breakfast? Personally, whenever I have a client and they're trying to lose weight, there are no carbs for breakfast, period. No carbs for breakfast. You only have carbs before and after your workout. That's the only time I recommend carbs for anybody that is on a weight loss program. Now, for breakfast, you got eggs, you got seafood, you got protein powders, all kinds of things. There are all kinds of things, steak and eggs, and anything. Like, I don't like to say, oh, you can only have eggs for breakfast. You can have eggs for lunch. You can have eggs for dinner. Anytime you have chicken, you can have steak. You can have dinner for breakfast. You can have breakfast to dinner. I don't do that, okay? However you got to get protein, go ahead and get it. All right, it's very easy to not get enough protein, and it is okay. Okay, if you're going by macros, it is okay to go over protein. It's not okay to go over on carbs. It's not okay to go over on fats. Why? Because it is very hard for the body to store protein as fat. Okay, all fat is on the body is unused energy. Unless you have a hormone imbalance or things like that, realistically, it's the same reason why you have fat, but it's because you did not use that energy. Okay, 1, protein is key. It's okay to go over. Okay, 2, everything takes protein. 3, it's very hard for the body to store protein as fat. And now one of the best parts is it takes 4 times as many calories to burn a gram of protein than fats and carbs. That's why it's okay to go over. That's why it boosts your metabolism. Okay, it's okay. It's okay to go over on protein. It's okay to have too much protein. It's not okay to have too little. Okay, it's okay to have too little of carbs. It's not okay to have too much. You see what I mean? Now, let's go over. We went over how to go over it. How to incorporate more protein with food. Okay, now me personally, I'm on carnivore diet. I get enough protein. I don't need these, okay, but I will explain the benefits of them, especially a post-workout protein. Now, what kind of proteins are there? Okay, there's whey concentrate, there's whey isolate, and there's whey, what is it? I don't use it. What is it? Starts with a C. Whey casein. Whey casein is basically companies in the 80s and 90s have this excess. When it comes to making whey protein, most of it is casein, and they had to find a way to sell it. I really don't recommend it at all. I just don't. Don't waste your money on it. You might as well just eat some food. Okay, it's slow digesting protein to last you throughout the night. Just eat some food if you're on a bulking diet or something like that. You don't need casein if you're trying to lose weight. You don't. All right, let's get that out the window. All right, now as far as whey concentrate, it's important as a meal replacement. Okay, whey concentrate is just to replace a meal when you can't get to one or something like that. It's not best for post-workout. It's literally made to replace a meal when you can't get to one, so your body stays anabolic. That's all it is, keeping the body in a muscle growth, muscle building type of state where you can, keep your metabolism going. That's really all it is. Now, when it comes to buying a whey protein like this, okay, this here. What you want to look for, this is amazing, it's from Phorm, low temperature process. That's what you want to look for, okay? So when it comes to protein, what you want to look for is this right here. It says low temperature processed, okay? That's what you want to look for. Now, the reason you want to look for that is if I've had a lot of people say, I can't take whey, it messes up my gut. No, okay? It might, okay? This is technically lactose free, for one, if lactose messes up your body. Technically, it's lactose free. They don't say it because it's not 100% lactose free, but by FDA standards, they are allowed to put that on there, okay? But even then, it's not enough lactose to irritate you. Now, the main reason why your stomach might disagree with whey protein is because 9 times out of 10, it's not low temperature processed. Why is that important? Because it's like taking a chicken breast and putting one chicken breast on the barbecue grill, and one in the slow cooker, right? Now, if you ever gone to a barbecue, which I hope you have, you will notice when you leave the barbecue, you're bloated, you're gassy, your stomach's upset, things like that. Your body doesn't agree with you, and most likely you'll probably blame it on the beer because, I mean, beer's at barbecues more than often. But 9 times out of 10, it's from the burnt food you consume because it's denatured. The body can't digest it. You're farting it out. You're burping it up. You're bloated. Your stomach's inflamed. You know what I mean? Now, if you went and ate that chicken at the slow cooker, it's going to hold all of its nutrients. Okay, all the nutrients aren't burned away. It's not burnt. I hope it's not burnt in a slow cooker. You know what I mean? So that's the difference between something high temperature processed that you most likely will buy at Walmart or Costco, or honestly 95% of supplement companies do because they're just looking to mass produce and try to get things out of there. Now, another thing is, it being a whey concentrate, what that means is it doesn't digest as long as casein would if you wasted your money on it, but it's going to last you anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. It's going to replace that meal, keep the body anabolic, keep that metabolism going, and carry you over into the next meal that you need to have. You can make desserts out of it, things like that, as long as you stay within your macros. Whatever your coach, your whoever has you going, whatever your diet plan consists of, you can squeeze this in anytime throughout the day, especially if you're just one of those people that hate eating breakfast. Coffee flavors, things like that all help out with that. Now, this one, Phormula 1, this is a protein isolate. Now, it's actually a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Means it's basically at a finer form than isolate. This is actually the fastest digesting protein on the market, which is why it's perfect for post-workout. This is the only time I recommend a supplement or protein over whole food. This is the only thing better than whole food, because you are not going to find a whole food that digests faster than this for when your body needs to repair itself most. It needs to get into that anabolic state most, okay? Again, what you want to look for right there, low temperature processed. That's what you want to look for. That is what you want to look for whenever you're buying protein. Now, I've literally had people that say whey upsets my stomach, I can't have whey, I have to do a rice protein, or the worst thing ever, a soy protein, or a vegan protein, which even vegan protein, please make sure it's low temperature processed. Okay, this I have literally have not had one person that has said they can't do whey say they can't do this. Okay, and it's fucking astonishing. And that's just that simple education that's missed. Why? Because if everybody knew to look for low temperature processed protein, all these companies would be out of business. You see what I mean? It's something that simple. All right. Now, being that I can't accentuate this enough, because I have to keep that at all times. Now, being that I'm on carnivore diet, I don't need a protein replacement. I honestly wake up and I have a hand about, on average, I'll probably have 70 grams of protein for my breakfast. Okay. Now, that being said, all I need, I can't drive around with this all day. I'm always on go, don't get me wrong, but I keep these on me. Okay. This is called Anabolic Bridge. Okay. Anabolic Bridge, it's basically aminos in pills. I can drive around with it. I can pop some until my next meal and it'll carry me over. Will I still be hungry? Yes. But my body, okay, my body's going to be in protein synthesis mode. My muscle protein synthesis is going to be active. It's going to help my muscles grow. It's going to help my metabolism keep going. And I'm always going to have amino acids in me to keep me going, to keep my goals going, to keep my muscle growth going, to keep my fat. Obviously, it doesn't burn fat. Okay, it'll boost my metabolism to help me burn my stored energy that is in my body while preserving my muscles. Okay, that's a huge thing. That is a huge thing when it comes to protein. Why? Because if you're not, let's say you're hungry and you eat some carbs. Okay, your body has energy, but it's gonna attack your muscle tissue for energy. Now, if you're always consuming enough protein, which from the beginning of the video is very hard and it's very common, you will lose muscle when your body is hungry, okay? Because it's gonna get so tired of eating away at the fat, it's gonna start eating away at your muscle tissue for energy, because we are built of stored energy. That's all it is. That's all the body sees as, that's all the body sees when it comes to using energy. It's just gonna use the stored energy that's on your body, whether it be fat or muscle. That's it. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm getting this question a lot, so I had to post this video. Keep that in mind when you start to notice you're not getting enough protein. It's very common. You know, don't be hard on yourself. It's very fucking common, especially when starting. Same thing with water. You're gonna notice you're not drinking enough water. I'm gonna do a video on that. But as of now, if you're not getting enough protein in your diet, add more food. If you can't add more food, add a protein shake. If you're not getting protein in your body as quick as possible in a fast digesting form, please get you a post-workout protein. I cannot accentuate that enough. Your body's at its hungriest. It's gonna start eating at itself as quick as it can, as soon as it can. So to prevent that, get you a fast digesting protein. Make sure it's low temperature processed. Don't get the farts and burps and you guys are sitting in a circle with all your fucking gym buddies and you're farting laughing away because they're protein farts. You shouldn't have fucking protein farts.